What's up, guys? It's your girl Tay here, back with another video. And today I hear God saying, back and I'm better. I heard that Bryson Tiller song. I don't remember the name of it, but it said, I'm back and I'm better. And so you're back and you're going to be better. And I heard the word union. There's a joining. God is teaming up with you. It's going to be a divine collaboration. A divine collaboration. A divine collaboration. Say it with me. God put me on. God put me on. Ask God right now. Say, God put me on. You ain't got to worry about grammar, lingo. Say, God put me on. God, I need you to put me on. Listen, I'm trying to collab with you. I'm ready to go the way. I'm ready to align myself on the path that you have for me. Remember, with vision comes provision. Provision comes with vision. So God's going to give you a vision. As you align yourself to the vision, as you align yourself with God, God will provide. God will give you everything that you need. So your vision, the vision that God gives you, comes with provision. God is going to put you on because you just asked. Now, if you didn't ask, here's your chance to say it. What you doing? Say, God, put me on. Don't say it like, God, put me on. God, put me on. Like, I think about a rap or somebody. Like back in the day when people used to you couldn't just record your music and just put it out on the internet. You literally had to know somebody to get your foot in the door. Or certain jobs you couldn't just apply online. You had to go in the store and you didn't know if they was hiring. You had to wait outside and hope the right person that you're looking for comes outside. And you got to go up to them and be like, hey, listen, hey, put me on. Listen, here go a CD. You ain't got to pay for it. Just play it. Just listen to it. Listen, you ain't got to like it. Just to give me some pointers. Put me on. You got to say that to God. God, put me on. You got to want it like that. God, put me on. This is a divine collaboration. Okay? So it says it ain't about your looks. It ain't about your hair. Listen, I know we done been through a lot of stuff as people. We got all these beauty standards as women, even men, where they say your hair got to look a certain way. It's got to be a certain texture. You got to have certain features. You got a certain skin color. You got to look a certain way. The body got to be T. The style got to be like this. And God said it ain't about your looks. It's not about your personality, introverts or extroverts or all this stuff right now. It ain't about your body. It don't matter if you're apple shaped or pear shaped, or it don't matter. It don't matter about your style. That comes later. It's about your spirit. It's not by power. It's not by might. But it's by the spirit. You gotta have the spirit of God. Let me tell you something. You need to work on your spirit. You need to work on your spirit. Say it with me. I'm going to work on my spirit. 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 Your spirit, you need to rise up. Forget about your flesh. You need to rise up in your spirit. It's going to be by your spirit. The reason when you walk in the room and heads turning, it's not because of your body. It's not because of your personality. It's not even just, it might be a little bit of that, but it ain't all of that. It's because you got that spirit. You got the spirit of God. Before you even open up your mouth, a lot of us, we keep walking in rooms saying, I ain't doing that and I didn't do anything. Every job I done worked at, a room I done been in, I'm like, I ain't been doing nothing. I ain't even opened up my mouth and say nothing. Why they mad? Or certain stuff where it's like, I ain't even asked for all this attention. It's because you got the spirit of God living within you. Them times you've been on them knees praying. Them times you've been going on those fasts. Those times where you've been making those declarations. You've been watching videos like this and taking note and really going to God about it. It's going to show up. It's going to give you a glow. It's going to give you a glow. It's going to show up in ways where you think it's not showing up. I'm going to tell you like this. When God said it ain't about your looks, your personality, your body, your style, that comes later. Me and some of my family members, we went to a birthday party. And we were dressed up. We were told that the dress code was going to be one way, and it turned out to be another way. And we were dressed up. And I mean, it is what it is. And so somebody said, "Oh, I thought y'all was from the church." And I found that so humorous. So we just bust out laughing. They looked embarrassed by saying it. It was like, and my mother, I was with my mother, and she was like, "Do we look like we from the church?" But it's like, that's what God do to people. That's the anointing. That's what she said. She said, "Do we got that church glow on us?" I was like, "Hey, we might do. We might just got that church glow on us." So you thinking, oh, like when you go in your prayer or all this stuff, you don't even realize that as you're praying, all of a sudden you just feel the need to start taking care of yourself. I did my hair today. Somebody might not like my hair. It don't really matter. Somebody might not like the texture. Baby, I'm a black woman. I know what it is to experience texturism. I know what it is. How you got your hair looking a certain way. You get compliments and you wear your hair like I got mine today. And it's like, people just staring at you. They're just like, oh. But anyway, I was doing my hair. And so I'm doing my finger coils. And all of a sudden, my hair had a knot in it. And I just ripped that junk. I just ripped it. And I repented to God. I apologize. I said, "God, I apologize for doing it. I repent for ripping it. I should have been more patient, and I shouldn't even rip it like that. You gave me hair, and you told me to do my hair, and I'm gonna steward it. You need to, y'all, even your beauty, you have to steward it well. Your skin, you should steward it well. Your body, taking baths, taking showers, taking care of your skin, lotioning it up, putting oils on it, taking care of your hair. God, your body is your temple, right? But stewarding it. But it's not, but all that comes later. All that's gonna come as a result. I didn't just wake up and say, I'm gonna just take care of my hair. My hair is at a different what you call it? I just hear the word value. Value. It's more valuable today than it ever has been. It's that because I care for it, but I didn't start properly caring for my hair until I developed a deeper relationship with God. When God said, I know you want to cut off your hair, but go wash it. I know you don't feel like washing your hair, or you don't even feel like touching it. You want to just keep that bonnet on all day, and I'm still working on that. You want to keep that bonnet on all day long, but this ain't the time to do that. Go wash your hair. Go do your hair. You can stay all night long and get on that phone while you ain't get up there and go twist or recoil your hair. But anyway, it's about your spirit. It's about your spirit. It's about your spirit. Work on your spirit. Let me tell you something. I think about weight loss. Okay. I've had a significant amount of weight loss. And one thing I could tell you is I'm talking about when you lose like a bunch of weight within a year or a couple of months, and your mind has to take a while to adjust to your new life. Because you're constantly losing weight, you don't really get time to process what's in the mirror unless you stay at a weight consistently, because you're just constantly losing weight. So you don't know, you're just constantly going out in the world, and how the world perceives you is how the world perceives you. So for instance, I'll take it. I was just saying this today. If you say something as a 320-pound person, or make a joke, and you say that as a person that's 190 pounds or 120 pounds or 180 pounds, that joke might get taken differently. What you said might get taken differently. For good or for bad. People might listen to it a lot more. Or they might laugh at a joke, or might not laugh at a joke and think it's rude. You staying quiet in the corner of the room and shrinking, when you was bigger, they might not care. But when you do it now, they think you stuck up. They think you stuck up. They think, oh, she thinks she better than us. He think he better than us. He think he too cool for school. He think he too cool. Oh, and he got a little sunshades on. Oh, man, whatever. But guess what? Even though how the world perceives you, listen, like this style, you trying to work on your style. That ain't aligning you with God. That ain't got nothing to do with your spirit. These things come later. It ain't about your style. It ain't about how you look on your body. It ain't about how your hair. It ain't about that you need to work on your spirit now, because the rest of that stuff comes later. Because with weight loss, like with weight loss, your spirit, your inside is the same. You still got that same personality inside. All this stuff like this on your inside, you still got the same you. Even though you're transforming and getting better, that spirit, I ain't gonna say you got the same personality, but you still got that same spirit. It don't matter if you're in a 320-pound body or a 180-pound body. That spirit the same. That spirit just as good. Some people, you have burn victims where one day they look cool, then the next day half they they look different. Half their skin could be burnt up. And if you just focus on the outside and you don't care about what's going on inside your spirit, it's going to be carnal. It ain't going to go far. It ain't aligned with God. Once you align with God, once you go focus on that spirit, that's what's going to move mountains. That's what's going to change the atmosphere. That's where right now, ooh, I think about myself right here. Not the, it's something I've been going through, and I'm just like, wow. Who you are, you're going to get attention for the rest of your life. You try to be that introverted person, even a little bit antisocial. You try to shrink and hide. People come up to you tall, and you purposely try to get them, like, give them one word phrases so they can just leave. Like, yeah, like, don't even give them a conversation so they can leave. You see people looking at you smelling, and they probably talking to the side of your face, and you just kind of disengage and disassociate. Like, you know, you got some antisocial behaviors going on right there. You're trying to just not socialize or hide and shrink and all that. But for the rest of your life, guess what? You finna get attention. Because of the spirit that's within you. You're going to forever, your spirit is forever going to be filled. It will never be a room you walk in where they're not going to feel your spirit. They're going to feel that spirit every time. But what you're experiencing is bad attention. And you're going to, like I say, you're experiencing attention, but you're only experiencing bad attention. And you're like, and you think that all attention is bad because majority of what you have been experiencing is bad attention or negative attention. But the reason you're not experiencing positive attention and the right attention and divine attention, which is going to lead to connections and all the things that you've been asking God for, is because guess what? You're not aligned. You're not aligned with God. You're not aligned with your purpose of God. Yes, when you walk in the room and they're looking at you, you all of a sudden you sweat, you got that anxiety, what they staring at. But God is calling you to work on your spirit, align yourself. I don't know, it might be a business or I don't know what God is having you align with. But when people try to connect with you now, or they got that hater, or they try to come, that gossip spirit, they come to you now, you say, you know what, hey, hold my hand. You want to pray about it? The attention that you got right now, you're going to start a prayer group. The attention you got right now, you're going to start a choreography classes. God is calling you to be a choreographer. You like to dance, you on TikTok and stuff like that, and you could dance really good. And people are just attracted to you. Now you can start a dance club. You can start a running club. You know how many choreographers there are in the world? You know how many people on YouTube or all these places dancing? But if they offer a dance class, you know how many people would show up? Nobody. They got thousands and thousands of views. But if they had somebody actually like hosted something for people that come in person, wouldn't nobody show up? Or when they show up, they wouldn't even change and transform his life. They wouldn't be gaining believers. But you can do that because God is calling you to work on your spirit. You're going to have transformations, guys. I look different. Even I still feel like I look a little bit the same. When I see even family members, they're like, yo, they do double takes. When I meet people that I've known for years, or I haven't seen them in years, but I've known them, and they see me, they do double takes. They're like, wait a minute, this is you. Yeah, so God is going to end up changing your... God is going to change these things. This is going to come later. Certain things are just going to come later. Right now, I got the weight loss, the style. I used to have a way better style, but that was that season of my life. When I get to that season of my life, all of a sudden my style is just going to be bombed out. Shoot, Rihanna ain't going to have nothing on me. TaZhané ain't finna have nothing on me. They ain't finna have nothing on me. Who best dressed? Me? It was sound joking, but anyway. But that's gonna come later. But right now you need to work on your spirit. And so when you work on your spirit, working on your spirit is gonna align you. So when you work on your spirit and it aligns you, you're gonna be in the right rooms where the attention that you're gonna get, even though you hated it before, you're still gonna get it for the rest of your life. I know, I understand. I don't like that feeling either. This time, you're going to get that same attention, the same amount of attention, but it's going to be for the good. It's going to open doors to opportunities. It's going to open scholarships. It's going to open doors to scholarships for you. Right now, the attention you're getting is for people that want to bully you, harass you, assault you, gossip about you, cast spells on you, do all this stuff right now. But there's gonna be people where God is gonna see you in those rooms, and it's gonna be for good. They're gonna see you, and they're gonna see. I see, like, they're gonna see your weaknesses, but they're not gonna see your weaknesses as your weaknesses. They're gonna see your weaknesses as potential for you to grow, and they're gonna look at you and say, "Listen, I see something there." In the other rooms, that's like, they're not good enough. Look at them. They can't do this. They can't do that. But in the rooms that God's going to send you, once you align yourself by the Spirit of God living within you, all of a sudden they're going to see it and they say, oh, I know what, I can offer them this class, or I'm going to offer them this course, or I'm going to actually go to them and help mentor them so they can rise up. I see the potential in them. I want them to rise. I want to see them be great. God is connecting me with them. God is divinely connecting me and sending me to them. Sometimes God is going to send you to these places. And this is how God is going to put you on, is by that Spirit. How can God put you on if y'all ain't on the same page? How that's going to happen if y'all ain't on the same page? If you had a business meeting right now, you gotta go over your notes. You gotta go over the projectiles. You gotta go over the PowerPoints. You gotta show the charts. You got to come to an agreement. You gotta make sure you're on one page. So if you when God sends you here or there, y'all saying the same thing. Y'all both know what's on the report. Y'all both know what's the projections for next month. What's the goals for next month? When God sends you out to a bakery, and God says, listen, I know these flavors are popular, but I want you to make these flavors. Focus on this style of cupcakes to make. You gonna do it. Because that's what you and God agreed on. It don't matter what the rest of this world got to say. They might, in the rooms that you've been in before, they might say, that's stupid. Why you like this is what's popular? Why you doing that? Who gonna buy that? But guess what? You gonna make that. And the right people gonna come up in there and try that flavor. And they're like, that's good. That's interesting. All of a sudden, now you got you a signature cupcake. Now you got you a signature cupcake. On top of the other cupcakes that people might buy that's more popular, now you still got you a signature cupcakes, that something that everybody else ain't even got. That's what God wanted you to step into. God wanted you not only to make popular stuff, but he wanted you to be in his spirit, be in the spirit. So when he connects you to divine knowledge, when he wants the knowledge to come from him, not from the world. That's why Adam and Eve weren't allowed to eat from the tree of knowledge of good and evil. He wanted that knowledge to come from him. But God is putting you on. You prayed about it. You said it. You declared it so. So God is going to put you on. But we got to listen. We got to communicate. We got to have faith. We got to be obedient. That's my thing. I'm learning. Like, I did my hair last night. God, it took me about a little over 2.5 hours. Last time it took me like 3 to 4 hours. But this time it only took me about 2.5 hours. It was like time went by, not so quick, but actually kind of slowed down. And I'm just like, wow, I did it in half the time this time. And did more. Wow, that's what you do when you work with God. But anyway, guys, God is going to put you on. He's joining you. You're going to have a divine collaboration with God. It's going to be about your spirit. All this stuff is coming later, baby. My body, I don't care what y'all think about me, but my body is tea. I look in the mirror right now, and even my skin, certain things are just coming together. I'm learning to groom myself in different ways. Certain ways y'all might not see in camera. And this is just the beginning. This is just the beginning. I ain't in my prime at all. I ain't have the style yet. Y'all see me on camera, but I'm learning pieces of my personality. I'm uncovering certain things. Even when I come around people, like me learning, I gotta learn to open up. Right now I feel a little antisocial around, like, y'all see me on camera, but in person, all this stuff I'm learning, but I know it comes later. It comes as I spend time with God. It comes as I work on my spirit with God. So guys, it's going to be by your spirit. You got to work on the spirit. Don't be looking at me like, girl, how you lost that white girl? Listen, by the spirit of God, I had to start on that first. It was the spirit of God that told me to do it. It was the spirit of God that carried me through. It's the spirit of God. When I hit a stall, God said, do this new. Anyway, y'all, my name is TaZhané. Y'all have a great day and peace.